Grenada has lost yet another great contributor to its society, as many mourn the passing of Mrs. Ann Hopkin. Mrs. Hopkin was a nurse by profession for over 30 years in the United States and Grenada. She voluntarily gave her service to Grenada's health sector in all aspects. As one of the founding members of Grenada's Kidney Society, Ann Hopkin was known as an educator. President of the foundation, Mava Gills, said she was one of the organizing pillars of the NGO.
Ms. Hopkin is a founding member. She has been a member since 2007. She has been the main pillar in terms of her education and health committee. She has touched the lives of almost all Grenadians, one way or the other. She has been a member of numerous non-profit, non-governmental organizations. There are numerous times when I would call on Ms. Hopkin and say, hey, this patient need this patient need that. And the next day I will get a phone call. It's all done. Ms. Hopkin has been a pillar not only to the Grenada National Patient Kidney Foundation, but I believe Grenada on a whole.
The Grenada Kidney Foundation was just one of the many NGOs in Grenada the retired nurse served on, as she was an active flow member of the Grenada National Council of the Disabled and former president, treasurer, and secretary on other boards such as the Grenada Cancer Society. Dr. Sonia Nixon, interim chair of the Grenada Cancer Society, spoke of her interaction with Mrs. Hopkin. She says more Grenadians should emulate the service of Hopkin to society.
I don't think we could ever be able to understand the greatness of this woman's duty, the way she took on her stewardship as a health professional, even in her retirement age, because most of us know her as a retired nurse. I don't think we'll ever be able to encompass the duties, the contribution, her stewardship within the health sector, all for free. I hope those of us who volunteer would take her as an example, as a mentor. The things she's done, simply because she wanted to do it.
Dr. Evelyn Spencer, president of Friend of the Mentally Ill, said mental care was also a great passion for Mrs. Hopkin.
Like I said, her age did not stand in the way, and probably we could start again.
Go ahead, yes.
Nothing stood in her way. There was an occasion when she and one other member would have marched in Carriacou, the streets of Hillsborough solely, and participated in education, in an educational endeavor on that time. But mentally ill and really the mentally ill had a special place in her heart and in her life. She will be surely missed by us all.
Despite being in her 80s, Mrs. Ann Hopkin was described by many as a vibrant and active woman who was God-fearing and committed to the well-being of others. She passed away on Sunday the 15th of January following a brief period of illness. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.